Alien alarmed, "You seized human kids. Are you out of your mind?" The cargo ship drifted through deep space, quiet and cold, inside. Rows of sealed pods lined the walls. Each pod held something precious, small, fragile, and very much alive. Children, human children, they were asleep, unaware they'd been taken from Earth. Commander Tilax, an alien from the Vorex Union, paced in front of the viewing screen. His green skin shimmered under the ship lights, but his face was twisted in confusion and anger. "What is this?" he growled, his long fingers jabbing at the screen. "These are children, human offspring." The officer in charge, a smaller alien named Dran, spoke calmly. It was a routine scan of Earth's surface. "Commander, a few juveniles were collected during the sweep for study," he added quickly. Tilax turned slowly, his purple eyes burning. "Study?" he hissed. "You think it is wise to abduct children from the most unpredictable species in the galaxy?" Dran flinched, but tried to defend his action. "They're small, unarmed." And Tilax slammed his hand on the console. "You have no idea what you've done. On Earth, if one child went missing, entire cities searched, but if several disappeared, especially under strange circumstances, humans didn't just search. They retaliated." Tilax had studied them. He'd read the stories of what humans did when someone touched their young. "They will find this ship," Tilax said. "Coldly, they will not ask questions. They will destroy everything between them and their children." Just then, an alarm blared. Tilax looked at the radar. A fast-approaching vessel was heading straight toward them. Not just any ship, human, military grade. "They've already found us," Tilax whispered. Dran's face went pale. "What do we do?" he asked. Tilax looked once more at the sleeping children in the pods. He sighed. "We give them back, and pray it's not too late." The human ship didn't slow down. It came in fast, shields up, weapons armed. The Vorex crew panicked, running between control panels and shouting warnings. Tilax stayed calm, his eyes fixed on the screen. "They're not here to talk," he said. "They're here to take back what's theirs." A direct hail came through. The voice on the human channel was sharp and cold. "This is Commander Rourke of the Earth Defense Fleet. Return the children immediately, or we will board your vessel by force." Dran looked terrified. He whispered, "They sound serious." Tilax turned to him slowly. "They are," he replied. "They're human." The Vorex had misunderstood something deep. Humans could be kind and curious. Yes, but when it came to family, especially children, they became something else. They became unstoppable. Tilax opened the channel and replied, "This is Commander Tilax of the Vorex Union. I was unaware children were taken. They are unharmed, and we are preparing their safe return." There was a pause. Then the human commander spoke again. "Slower, you've got 5 minutes." Inside the ship, Tilax personally unlocked the pods. The children were waking up, confused and scared. One small girl clung to her stuffed animal, tears in her eyes. Tilax knelt down, trying to smile. "You'll be home soon, little one." The airlock opened slowly. Human soldiers marched in, strong, armored. They didn't speak to the Vorex. They went straight to the children. Each soldier picked one up gently, like holding something sacred. A small boy looked up at the soldier holding him and whispered, "Are you from Earth?" The soldier nodded and said, "We're taking you home." Tilax watched the scene quietly. He had seen a lot in his Time Wars treaties, betrayals. But nothing shocked him more than how quickly and fiercely humans moved for their young. When the last child was secured, Commander Rourke stepped forward. He stared Tilax in the eyes and said, "Don't ever touch our children again." Tilax bowed his head. "I understand now," he said. "You are not a species to provoke." The human ship left with the children, disappearing into the stars. And for the first time in decades, Tilax felt something rare for a Vorex commander. He felt respect and fear. The ship was quiet. The crew didn't speak. Even Dran, usually full of excuses and chatter, sat frozen at his console. Commander Tilax stood alone at the viewport, watching the stars. The Earth vessel had vanished, but the weight it left behind still filled the room. He replayed everything in his mind. The children's faces, their fear, the calm strength of the humans, and the way they held the children like nothing in the universe mattered more. This wasn't weakness. This was something else. Something the Vorex had never understood. Dran finally spoke, his voice shaky. "Commander, will they come after us again?" Tilax didn't turn. "No," he said softly. "Not unless we give them a reason." He walked to the center of the bridge. "From this moment forward, no Vorex unit will interfere with humans again. Not on their world, not on their colonies, not even in orbit. The crew listened in silence. Even they understood one wrong move with humans could mean extinction. Dran frowned. But, they're still young in galactic terms, primitive. Tilax looked at him sharply. You saw what they did, he said. You saw how fast they found us. How precise, how fearless. They may be young, but they are not primitive. Later, Tilax recorded a message to the Union Council. He explained everything, not just the retrieval, but the deeper truth: humanity's strength was not just their weapons or ships. It was their heart. They will protect their kind with fury. They will chase any threat to the edge of the stars. Touching their young is not an error, Tilax said into the recording. It is a declaration of war. In the quiet of his private chamber, Tilax looked at a small drawing one of the children had left behind. It showed a smiling dog, a house, and a bright yellow sun. He had no idea what it meant, but somehow, it made him smile. The humans hadn't just come for blood. They came for family, and nothing, no alien empire, no ancient species, no power in the galaxy stood a chance against that. Tilax closed his eyes and whispered, "We were lucky this time. Next time, we might not be."